Lion,
Yes.
and he's very, very good at FTL.
Sure.
He's
Very excited for this.
yeah, he's good at FTL. And he's gonna be helping me with my FOR Dummies. Let's do offline mode. And now we're just gonna, okay. Now it's loading. And there we go, there's FTL loading.
Yeah, it's loading. FTL.
And we're going to be continuing our FOR Dummies. Now, so far I've explained weapons, I've explained races, I've explained systems, I've explained jumping, I've explained upgrading, which I actually will do right now, just to show you how you upgrade. So it's very, very sophisticated, very, very confusing the way you upgrade. What you do is you click on the thing that you want to upgrade. That's what you have to do.
And you have to have money
And with
to
these, yeah, you have to have, and each time you upgrade, you use some of this stuff up here called scrap. And for these systems up here, you have to have power, which you have to get through here, which costs money. You have to upgrade your reactor. But for these systems here, you do not need power. So we'll accept that. So in a pinch, we can power up our shields a bit more. Alright, so nebulas, which are these purple thingies, will disrupt your sensors, correct?
Yes.
And sometimes they will have ion storms, which are bad. That's all you need to know about them, is that they're bad. You don't want to be in an ion storm.
And they also slow down the rebel fleet, which is chasing you.
Yep. Should we aid the civilian ship? So, I don't think I've really gone into detail about the storyline or like what FTL is, but FTL is a rogue-like game. But let's power up our shields full all the way, and we'll just use our burst laser on their shields and auto fire on, so keep firing. But while that happens, FTL is a rogue-like game.
Yep.
And basically, that means that each time you go to a new system, you get it's completely different. Each time you start a new game, it's completely different. And I believe the people who made the game programmed it so that you, depending on how good you are, you have roughly a 10% chance of winning or beating the mothership. And then you also unlock
on normal mode. For me, easy mode, I think.
Easy mode's easy, but
normal mode is
I'm doing it for the sake of all my tutorials. And so there's several different things that can happen. So this is one of the things. He gives you a weapon, and
it's a random event.
Yeah, he gives you a weapon. So I have a healing bomb or burst. I don't know what you want to call it.
The bomb.
Where you click on it, then you select a room. It's great for boarding.
Yeah.
Because you can heal your guys while they're boarding, which we'll get into later on in the series. So I just upgraded my reactor, so now I can power up these two things. Now we're gonna jump
to the distress beacon.
To a distress beacon, which many different things can be here in a distress beacon. What do you think we should do?
Shield the ship. It's just gonna give you scrap.
Oh. You succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but your ship takes a number of hits in the process. So that's one of the possible outcomes. So we got a bunch of fuel, which is nice, so we can jump a few more times. Let's go to distress again. Yeah, let's lead them to their destination. So that's one of the many possibilities that can happen in a distress beacon.
Now you have to go to the quest beacon that's right next to the exit.
We have to go to the store. And each time you go to a new sector, each time you go through, it's completely different the way it works. Should we sell healing, Mom?
Yes, so it's not really useful at this stage.
20 extra scrap. I say we get long-range scanners.
Long-range scanners are quite useful.
So I'll show you how those work. So it's an augmentation, which you can have 3 augmentations. But it basically shows you what's in the possible places you could go. Like what's there. So for example here it says there's a ship.
And usually when there's a ship there, he wants to kill you.
Yeah. So this guy wants me to pay his toll, but we're going to reject his offer.
And kill him.
But this ship's special, because there's no one to fix the O2.
Yeah, because there's no door to the O2, so if you take out the O2, then they all
just wait.
Suffocate.
They run out of oxygen and suffocate.
Though we may take some damage, because one of his weapons is an ion cannon, which will take down his shield.
I'm not too worried about the ion though, because it's heavy ion Mark 1, which is not very good. Because by the time it fires again, my shields are back online.
If that ship gets lucky, he may do a few damage to the hull.
Which I'm not too worried about. I have a plenty strong hull.
And you are avoiding like everything, which is surprising.
Yeah.
You probably should power up your engines because you're not going to be using your weapons.
But then I would have to sacrifice power from something here.
Yeah, your weapons. You're not going to be using your weapons, are you?
Alright. So we'll take off my burst. We'll
Artemis.
Take off my Artemis missile so we can power that up.
Yeah. Now we just need to wait.
Yep. So by killing a crew, it maximizes the amount of scrap you get.
Yeah. And you usually get better drops.
Yeah, like sometimes you can get weapons and what other stuff you can get? You can get augmentations.
Weapons, yeah, augmentations, missiles, fuel.
Just increases everything.
Also crew you can get.
Yeah, but usually that's when you kill the crew, not suffocate everything.
Depends.
I wish I had sensors level 2 so I could see how their oxygen was doing. Maybe I should upgrade my sensors.
Maybe.
I find...
here we go.
They died. Okay. So we got 1 fuel, 1 drone part, and 27 scrap. I say we upgrade our